Must be great for you guys to come back out here and see how far we've come.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Participate in an event this weekend, and I mean, you'll see it firsthand.
Yes. No, I've been a regular visitor. I only returned to South Africa after Mandela had been released and the ANC was unbanned. Refused to return to South Africa prior to that point. And it's been extraordinary just what's happened and witnessing the Rainbow Nation. And yeah, people complain. Everyone has got a complaint and think, well, yeah, is the place better? Or it's a hell of a lot better. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
The press can say what they want. There's freedom of the press. Everyone's got, there's legislation against discrimination. And it's a happy place. Yeah, there are problems. There are problems all over the world. There's 30% unemployment in Italy. Australia's got its challenges. So I think South Africa's in a pretty good spot. It's got its challenges. It's not easy. And events like, if you look at Cape Town, last weekend was the Jazz Festival. The weekend before that it was the Cape Epic. The weekend before that it was the Cape Argus. This weekend it's it's the Two Oceans Marathon. The place is
Well, I know the Cape Town Marathon is looking to sort of take over the Two Oceans Marathon as the signature, and be part of the sort of big five like the Boston and the London.
Well,
but anyway, that's another conversation, gents. Unfortunately, we push for time.
That's okay.
Can you just tell me a bit more about this Inspiration Theatre, the reason why you guys are in Cape Town this week?
Well, I'll run first. I mean, I published. On reflection, I kind of always thought I'd lived through extraordinary years in South Africa, absolutely extraordinary years. And by sheer, I wasn't born to be an athlete. I just happened to run as an adjunct to my job, and I was caught up in this amazing running revolution and social integration. It was the most miraculous social experiment in South Africa ever. It really contributed enormously to whites getting to understand blacks, and blacks having a look into how whites. You go and run a marathon, an ultra marathon, with your fellow countrymen, you actually get to know each other pretty well. It's a great leveler. And having lived through that and gotten to know these guys really well, guys like Kenny Jacobs, who was shot, Mark Plykes, who ended up as a political refugee in the States, winning the World Marathon Championships, Thulani Sibisi. And I really got to know a few of these guys. I didn't get to know Rakabeli, unfortunately, but I was always in awe of Rakabeli. Johnny was his nemesis. And then I received a phone call in 2011 from a South African journalist, Dwayne Heath, and he was wanting to do some write-up on the comrades that I had with Bruce, and chatting about this and that. He said, Rakabeli had died, and I was astonished to hear that Rakabeli had died, and he said, yeah, he died in 2003, but his grave was only discovered in 2009. So that was the guy who set the Two Oceans on fire. He was the most loved, adored, the man. He was so dignified. He was extraordinary human being, and he had just disappeared. And I was grieved. I couldn't believe that someone of that stature could disappear. And then I felt for guys like Isaiah Chale and Thulani Sibisi, who I competed against, as opposed to Johnny competing against Rakabeli. So that triggered a bit of a catalyst for me to write this book, Runaway Comrade, which is a bio, but it touches on, and the net financial objective is actually to return any proceeds to those from the apartheid era who really set the standard and the benchmark, taught us all a great lesson, and they really don't have much today if they're still alive. So,
Johnny, Inspiration Theatre?
Well, my thing is just to help support, and it's an honor to be involved. And I just got my arm twisted.
But you guys will be at the expo and
we'll be at the expo.
Mingling with
absolutely.
What is the format?
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
we're supposed to be on.
We're on a panel tomorrow evening, I think, Thursday evening, and then there's a Blue Number dinner on Thursday evening.
So
I'm trying to sell my book, Runaway Comrade, to actually, it's for a net charitable cause, and just catch up with old friends, which is always wonderful.
Great.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Good.
Right, all the best this weekend.
Thanks very much.
Thanks again for
Thanks very
coming
much.
in.
Thanks for
Been
having us.
good to be here. Thank you.
Pleasure.